What's up, guys? Big Hoss RC here. Hey, I got a deal for you. Y'all need to take a hold of this deal before they're gone. Check this out. What's better than one Fortec 3.0 with the hot rod body from Traxxas? Is two Fortec hot rod bodies from Traxxas. Hey, they are running a deal right now. You can get two Traxxas 33 hot rods. They don't have the trucks in stock at the very moment, but they are on the way. These are the coupes. I got a red one and a blue one, and we're gonna unbox one and we're gonna take her for a rip. If you are a Traxxas fan, you know you love the graphics on the boxes. Let's check out some of the features. Heck yeah, buddy. Look at there. Full ball bearings, integrated disc brakes that are molded for looks, low profile clipless front body mounts, oil filled shocks. I think these are the shocks that they put on the littler cars, the 1/18th on-road car, and it's got a a fixed gear system to where you just move the motor to get your gear mesh, and front and rear limited slip diffs, and integrated servo saver. And the biggest thing is the full ball bearings. Check that out. Alrighty, we're gonna unbox the blue one. It's still factory sealed. Let's see what we got here. Here's your transmitter radio. Quick start guide. Here's your high-speed pinion. We may put that in later on. Look at that, guys. Tied on the bottom. Yeah, we got a couple of big cable ties, zip ties. You ever heard that song? If I said you had a beautiful body, would you hold it against me? She is a beaut. Check this out. Go ahead and get this body off of here. You just kind of push forward and she'll pop right off. Guys, if you're familiar with the Fortec design chassis, you'll notice that it is quite a bit longer than the normal 4-turn Titan motor. This little car can be, you know, upgraded to brushless almost instantly. So I mean, it's a good little compact on-road car. One thing I do notice is that they don't mount the receiver box on top of the servo anymore, which is a good thing. Makes it a lot easier to service. And we noticed that we got a little bit different suspension setup. Looks like these little shocks are off of the little Traxxas cars, which still has mucho good suspension. But they wanted to get this thing lower to the ground so they could, you know, make that coupe body look awesome on this little Fortec chassis. You have your transmission, you have your dog bones. Here is the drive shaft that runs the front differential. So this thing is 4-wheel drive, and this thing ought to handle like no other. Let's get a battery and let's go take it for a rip. All right, I'll show you how to quickly set up this car. You need 4 AA batteries for the receiver. For the first run, I'm just going to use a 7.2 volt nickel metal hydride battery. Alrighty, we did a couple of good speed runs with the factory gearing and factory 7.2 volt battery. So I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna put this high-speed pinion on this motor and make a couple of more runs, and let's check out the difference in the speed. Once you get the 4 screws out of the motor and tranny cover, you can just lift it up out of the way, and then your motor will just pull right out. So what we're going to do, we're going to change the pinion on the end of the shaft here, but we also have to change the attitude of the motor because we're going to put a larger pinion. We have to allow more clearance between the spur and the pinion. So if we put the bigger gear in, as you can tell, it's mucho bigger. It says in the instructions, if you're going to install the larger pinion, you have to install it in position F. We are in position B right now, so we need to move it to B, C, D, E, F. So we need to move the motor all the way up to this position right here. Let's go ahead and remove the motor plate. And we're going to slide it on around to position F. There's E, there's F right there. The reason you want to do this is so it'll have the correct gear lash. And then the bottom one is also lettered F. See if I can get some light on there for you. Now you don't have to crank down on these. They don't have to be just gorilla tight. Just snug them up. Slide the old one off, and we're going to slide the new one on. And we'll just get it in place that we're going to have to adjust it. It may be better to turn this over. Now we'll just slide this pinion forward a little bit to where it's equal with the spur. Just about like that. And just give it a snug. And your gear lash is preset. That's pretty neat. That's how I love this system. Used to, you just take the motor plate would just be notched, and you would just move it back a little bit, tighten it down, and you'd run you a piece of paper in between the teeth to get to set your lash. But this is way easier than that. So our motor gear is installed, so let's go ahead and put this cover back on, tighten down those 4 screws, and then we'll make another speed run.